Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone podcast. My name is Kathy. Over the course of the past several days, the defense has filed a few documents related to mitigation witnesses in the event of a conviction in this case. One was a motion that was filed by the defense back on May 22nd, and that was the topic of episode 676 of this continuing series, Idaho versus Kohberger podcast. Then on May 27th, the parties filed a stipulation as to that aforementioned motion dealing with defense mitigation witnesses, and that was the topic of episode 677. So if you have not yet had an opportunity to listen to episode 676 and 677, please do so because it directly relates to the filing, which is the topic of this episode. There's a new filing on the docket. It was filed by the defense on May 28th, 2025. It is entitled Motion to Seal Defendant's Amended Phase 2 Mitigation Witness List. And it reads as follows. Comes now Brian C. Kohberger by and through his attorneys of record, and hereby moves the court for an order to seal the defendant's amended Phase 2 mitigation witness list. So what Mr. Kohberger is doing is seeking a court order. That is what a motion is. It's an application for a court order to seal from public disclosure their amended. This means that they are fixing something, they're adding to, they're taking away, they are amending their prior mitigation witness list. So if the court grants this order, the public will not be able to view the names of the mitigation witnesses. Phase 2 relates to sentencing. The next page number 2 of 2 of this motion states, this motion is made pursuant to ICAR 32I and IC 741241B and C, and these items have been referred to multiple times by the defense. ICAR, that's a rule of court that allows certain documents that would otherwise be subject to public disclosure to be sealed. And the same relates to the statute 741241B and C, which is what the defense is referring to as second legal grounds to allow the court to seal this amended Phase 2 mitigation witness list from public disclosure. We will await a ruling from Judge Stephen J. Hippler to determine if this Phase 2 mitigation amended witness list is sealed from public disclosure. We expect that it will be, because all witness lists in this case, whether they are the penalty phase or the case in chief phase, were court ordered by the October 9th, 2024 to be sealed from public disclosure. They have been submitted and all have been sealed from public disclosure. Additionally, what the defense was seeking in the motion that was filed back on May 22nd, 2025, would be to have their mitigation witnesses allowed to watch, if they wanted to, the guilt phase. That's Phase 1 of the proceedings. That's the case in chief, where the state of Idaho bears the burden of proving every element of all 5 of the felonies that Mr. Kohberger will stand trial on this summer. There has not yet been a ruling on that matter, and as we've noted, there was a stipulation that the parties entered into regarding that motion. So we are also awaiting a decision relative to the defense's prior motion of May 22nd, 2025, as it relates to the mitigation witnesses. This will now conclude this episode of the Indie Zone podcast. My name is Kathy. Thank you for joining us here today.